Good morning, everybody. Today's July 10th. It was a cool morning this morning. I was out. Went for a walk, and it was pretty blustery outside. A little bit windy, a bit chilly. So I got my sweatshirt on. You probably recognize where I'm at. My name is Jay Johnson. I'm here. This is the east entryway of our church in Royal, Illinois. You can see that the stairways on this side goes up and the stairway on this side goes down. I'm sitting here because we are given opportunities every day to enter into a place, various places. But when we come in here, we make a choice. Do we go upstairs? Do we go downstairs? We all sort of have a determination where we're going to go. Last week, a couple days ago, I was over at the Memorial Stadium in Champaign, and I was did a short little video, and I was shooting the interior of the stadium. There's a football field in the background. A lot of people go there. They have 6 games a year, major athletic competitions, thousands of people, and people go on the field to perform. They do their act. They play for a couple of hours, and it's all over. I made that analogy because, and I told a story when I was there. Check the other video out, you can see it. But we are given an opportunity in our lives to make a presentation before many people. I'm not saying it has to be before a crowd of thousands. Maybe it's before a crowd of 4 or 5. Maybe it's just to your family. Maybe it's to just one person. But the reason we exist in life is to honor God. We can witness the things in life. Every morning when the sun comes up, that's a testimony that God in His creation has provided all for us. And so people will ask us questions about our lives. And sometimes those questions will be very challenging, very confrontive, very aggressive. But people want to see, can you defend your faith? I'll give you 2 examples. When I lived in South Africa, I was working as a teacher in a school there. Very short example. And this man from a different culture, not a local culture there, but another one. And he asked me, he said, "Why are you here?" And he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm an American." He said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Actually, I'm here to teach school." And he goes, "Oh, so you're here to get your doctorate? You're here because somebody paid you to come?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm here because these students here, they need some help, and I'm willing to do this." I said, "But what's your end game? How much money what are you gonna get out of this?" I said, "I'm here because I'm a Christian." "What's that?" And he obviously had heard about Christianity, but he was not a Christian. There's no way he wanted to go that way. And he said, "So really, why are you here?" And I said, "Well, because I follow Jesus, and Jesus is my Lord, and because he asked me to go to to give water to the thirsty and food to the hungry and clothes to those that don't have, and visit those in prison and take care of those that are sick. And so I've come here to do that." He goes, "But what's the payback? What are you going to get?" And I said, "I'm His servant. And because I'm His servant, that's what I do." Small example. We are sometimes called to do service, and it's very, very simple. I mean, it could just be a few words. It could just be an acknowledgement and a thank you very much. It could be just the kindness of our voices and the things that we offer. Last really, really simple one. I was working in a camp up in Minnesota, and we probably had, I'm going to say, 200 kids come through there every week, every Sunday evening they came, Sunday afternoon they came, and they stayed till Friday night. And there were hundreds of kids, and these kids were just running and screaming, and they were just having a great time. And our job was to teach them while we could, the basics of Christian understanding. And one day I'm standing talking with one of my coworkers, a young lady named Chris, and we're standing there, and these kids are just going like crazy, just running through like a wild runaway train, just boo, boo. And one kid stops. And he stops and he says, excuse me. And he walks between us and then he takes off. And I looked at Chris, I said, did you see that? She went, yeah, isn't that amazing? I said, why do you think that is? And she said, obviously, I think his parents taught him how to be respectful. Well, about 15 minutes later, we're still standing there talking. And this crowd of kids comes, they just come roaring through. And this kid comes running up. He comes to a halt and he says, excuse me. We said, yeah, go ahead. And he took off running. And that was really a great example. That's kind of like us. Do we stop in the craziness of the world and simply address people respectfully, inquire of them, can I help you? What can we do? And more importantly, what can we say? Because people are waiting to hear. The challenges come, the threats may come at us, and they will come at us. And people are waiting to see, are you going to step up and stand up and speak up for what you believe to be true? And I say, yes, we do. And that begins in the home, here in the church. You can go upstairs to the sanctuary for the services, or you can go downstairs to the Sunday school and participate that way, or you can do it on the street. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because we are being challenged every day to make those little incremental steps of sharing Christ and declaring who he is, so that when people see us, they recognize us as people that know Christ and want to share him. Well, thanks for being with me today. Blessings to you. Hope to see you soon. I'll see you next week. Tune in and take care. Bye now. Thanks.